We had an explosion here yesterday in New York. It was a steam pipe exploded underground. Now, it probably doesn't sound like... it probably sounds like a minor thing. But in New York City, some of these steam pipes are just absolutely gigantic. So when this thing exploded, it basically looked like we had a volcano in the middle of Midtown Manhattan. And of course, certain people freaked out thinking, we're under attack, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got this email from our good buddy Pepper Hicks, who once again did a great job on the opening. He said, I heard I know you know about the steam pipe exploding. My mom works around there, and as she left work, was crossing the street over at 42nd and Lexington. The pipe went off, and she basically got trampled by a bunch of people running from the scene. Her left kneecap got split in two, and her right foot is most likely broken. She's in the hospital tonight and probably having surgery tomorrow. Also, my mom was in the ambulance with a woman who passed away from it. So a pretty traumatic experience for Pepper Hicks' mom, who was in the middle of all that stuff. And Pepper's off with her today. I guess, is the operation going to go down today, Earl? Is Pepper's mom going to be operated on?
Yeah, they're going to work on her, I believe, her leg. And
is there any way that we can talk with Pepper today?
Yeah, we're going to try to get a hold of him now.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We got the phones working yet, Earl?
Phil is looking into it now.
Okay. Thanks, Phil. Appreciate it, buddy.
This thing yesterday just brought back all kinds of 9/11 memories for me. I just got so nervous watching the footage of this thing. The guys are going off in the middle of Manhattan. And today, oh man, brutal subway ride in. Just the fear of all right, what could just blow up next? The fact that you could just get a crater next to Grand Central Station totally weirds me out.
We got Pepper on the line right now. Hello, Pepper. How you doing, pal? Pepper, do we have you? All right, Earl, I'm just going to let you know. Nobody can hear me. I think I could hear them, but they can't hear me at all. Let me try the other bank. John, you're on Ron and Fez. John, hey. We got you on this side?
Hello?
Yeah, they cannot hear me at all, Earl. So there is no way. You know what? His thing is to wait till the delay so he can pick me up on it. All right, so we had Pepper, whose mom was caught up in the middle of this yesterday, but he cannot hear us. So we'll have to, you know what we ought to do, Fez?
What's that?
Before the show, test all this stuff. Where we test the equipment, test the boards. I've seen other shows do that. And the way that it works out great is the show doesn't start with all the stuff untested. You test it before the show starts.
That is usually the plan.
So anyway, Pepper Hicks's mom caught up in the middle of this stuff in Midtown.
So to me, the fear of this thing, it just brings stuff back to me and makes me a nervous wreck. Because the steam pipe that blew up was put in 1924. And you think about everything that's so old around the country, whether it's a bridge or something like that. It seems like there's got to be a lot of things like this just ready to go.
So what are you, making a list of the bad things that could happen?
They start to run through my mind. Pepper Hicks's mom gets trampled out in the street because we have what they're calling the urban volcano. It's just so bizarre to me that just something, that bad can happen out of nowhere. It always gets to me.
Well, that's part of it's awful, but yeah, there could always be an accident. The most likely thing to happen to you is you're on the way to the 7-Eleven or something and a truck hits you, or you're crossing the street and a bus hits you. Something like that is more likely to happen than a giant steam pipe blowing up. What do you mean your trip in was a nightmare? You were panicking on your train ride in today?
Yeah, it was. I had to wait a while for the train to get there, and so I'm just down there, and I feel like I'm just down there with the steam pipes.
Well, the thing, too, about any kind of tunnels or underground things is how you're going to get out if something happens. That's the weird thing there. Particularly, you're 5-6 stories underground. You're under the East River. all that stuff comes down, Fezzy, it's going to take us months to get to you.
That's the thing that scares me. That's, because, I get on the subway train, and I'm like, all right, let's say there's an emergency this morning, like yesterday. This train stops. I'm looking for, how do I get out of this train? I'm not going through those little windows, and once I'm out there, then what happens?
Then you're trapped all in the underground.
Yeah, then I'm just stuck out in the tunnel.
Think of yourself as one of those coal miners just scratching something in your arm for your loved ones to read later. This might help you deal with this, Fez. That this whole thing going off yesterday and has nothing to do with you. It has to do with Pepper, our friend, and his mother, and what she's going through right now. So rather than you thinking, what could happen to me, what could happen to the baby chick, you say to yourself, how do I support our friend and get him through this? Hey, we've got Pepper Hicks on the phone right now. His mom was trampled running down somewhere between 42nd and Lex in New York City yesterday as that explosion took place. Here is Pepper Hicks. Pepper, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, guys, what's up?
Good. How's your mother doing?
She's all doped up from when I talked to her, and she's just really high right now.
Now, is that different from any other day, or is she normal?
No, this is different. She never gets high or drunk. Yeah, she with the final say is that her left kneecap is broken in 3 places, and her right foot is fractured. So
unbelievable. And this all comes from people running over her?
Yeah, she already had leg surgery for her veins in her leg earlier this year, and so she's walking real slow anyway with a cane.
Oh, I see. So in an emergency situation, let's knock down the lady with the cane.
Yeah, basically. And she would have no one stopped to help get her up for like a few minutes until, she told me a couple came and dragged her off the street because she couldn't walk into a stairwell and called 911 for her.
Wow.
So the people that ran her over were just going to leave her?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, a lot of people just left her, and God knows how many people just left her in the streets to just lay there.
Yeah, people were running, basically thinking they're running for their own life, and it was just this explosion. It wasn't Al-Qaeda. Yeah. But she was in the ambulance with the woman who died, huh?
Yeah, she was in the ambulance, and they brought a woman in, and she said the woman was felt really dizzy, and they put her into a gurney, and she started foaming at the mouth, and she just watched her die. She's the one woman who died from this whole thing. She had a heart attack.
Unbelievable.
She's fucked up over that.
All right, is there any possible way that you can grab some of that dope that they got your mom on?
I can try.
Yeah.
I can grab the IV bag.
Yeah, just actually, if they bring her in pills, go like this. I'll give that to her, and then you palm it.
I'm working on it right now. How's
your mom feeling today? Just freaked out still by this whole thing?
Yeah, she's real depressed and angry and just sad, but I guess the drugs are helping, but not really,
Right. Time to sue the city, my friend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's city property, right? That fucking 80-year-old pipe.
Absolutely. This is Bloomberg's problem. You should be down there checking those pipes time and time again. Here's what I want you to do. Later on today, I'm going to hook up with you and meet you for dinner, and I'm going to bring a brochure of different yachts, so me and you can go through them. Because next summer, we're going to be sitting pretty.
Trains will be pulling into Grand Hicks Station.
I can't wait. This is going to be awesome.
All right, buddy. Take as much time you need and call us. Give us some updates every once in a while. All right, pal?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, take care. All right, so that's Pepper Hicks. That explosion in Manhattan yesterday was this giant steam pipe underground. The thing that you've got to worry about, Fezzy, I know you're sitting here worrying about things, but there's asbestos in the air. 80-year-old asbestos, and they're going, oh, it's been released in the air. Don't worry, it's safe. Now, they said the same thing about Ground Zero. Oh, don't worry, keep breathing, it's safe.
Right, and there's a big cloud out there of it, and today's one of those hazy days because of the humidity. Everything out there, it looks like it's all asbestos.
And they're trying to make it seem like it's a good thing.
Yeah, air quality, okay. How could it be okay with any asbestos in it?
Bloomberg actually said this. This is his new slogan to bring people into New York. New York City, asbestos place to live in the whole country. Hey. All right, now my laptop phone thing is out. It's just ridiculous today.
He's trying to
Ron and Fez show. Again, we don't have our other young intern who's done a great job for us, the Pepper Hicks, because I talked to him last night, Fezzy. I gave him a call. His mom did not get operated on yesterday. They just gave her, painkillers. She's kind of doped up, and that operation takes place today. He thinks it's going to take her a long time to recover because it's both legs. And again, when you get past a certain age, when a woman's past a certain age, the bones don't knit up properly. It's much more difficult to heal and get around. So it is a scary time. But he asked me this question. Do you think he has a case, his mother has a case against the city? Now, here's I'll lay it all out for you. This gigantic steam pipe blows up in New York City. It's basically like a volcano is in the city. That much heat is coming off. Everybody around it starts to panic, run in different directions. This woman is walking down the street, already has a bad leg. She's trampled by people, stepped on, breaks an ankle, and splits on one leg, splits a kneecap on the other. So it's pretty tough things that happen to a middle-aged woman. But as far as the case goes, and I don't know legal things, number one, she did not get burned by the thing. What happened was people ran her down as they were running away from the problem. Now, if someone runs you down in real life, let's say, you walk out here now, a bunch of kids run down Fezzy, knock you down the street, they keep going, you break your hip. I don't think you could sue the city and say, I'm suing for my safety. Where were the police or whatever?
Right.
So does she have a case? If anybody knows the legal stuff at all, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I went to our friend HTG about this, but she's too busy watching Mad Men, the new TV show, to really have much of an opinion. So I really do need some legal advice. What would your guess be, Fezzy?
My guess would be, yes, she has a case. These people were running from a situation.
Right.
That
caused by the city.
Caused by the city. I mean, it's their steam pipes.
I agree with you there.
So, I think the city caused the situation
that
started the stampeding. My guess would be, yeah, Mrs. Hicks has a case.
Now, I'm a non-legal mind when it comes to this. HTG didn't give me the initial, this looks good. She said, well, maybe if there's a class action, blah, blah, blah. And when I say blah, 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 it's exactly the way she talks. Blah, blah, blah. But I really don't have, Fuzzy, I know that you think I've been to law school. No, I haven't.
You told me.
Not even to college. No, I didn't tell you that. Shop major in high school. I've got that degree. Not an easy one to get. You've got to be able to cut wood to be able to pull that off. So I really don't have the background here. All right, I'm going to go to Dennis first. Dennis, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, buddies. How you doing?
Hey.
I'm not a lawyer. I just studied law for a little bit.
Okay.
And my feeling would be that it depends on how egregious the city's culpability is in terms of that steam pipe. If it was just something that happenstance, and it was a pure accident, and the pipe had been maintained, and there was a paper trail that showed that the city was being responsible, then probably not. The people who trampled her would be the ones that would be responsible if any of them were able to be caught. However, if her attorney can show, or it comes out, that this pipe broke because the city was not being responsible in maintaining this pipe, and it was a matter of negligence on the city's part, then she might have a case.
All right, so it's really just going to be if somebody knew that this pipe was in trouble and didn't deal with it, or it wasn't.
No, that would be criminal negligence. That would.
Well, let's just say they didn't deal with it properly.
Exactly. That would be negligence, and then there would probably be a case.
All right, thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right, so the great thing would have been if she was burned.
Right.
If she was scalded, 99% of her body scalded, this would have been perfect for her. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
All the dumb luck.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, buddies. Big A. I don't think that, again, I'd like to go back to the previous caller. I think if they can prove any sort of negligence, lack of inspections, something along those lines, otherwise it's kind of act of God. You know, if the city can prove that it was inspecting, that it inspected on a regular schedule.
Let me just ask you this, Tom. Couldn't it be more of a case of, hey, let's throw some money at this woman so this stuff doesn't end up on TV and in the newspapers?
That could very well be. Otherwise, I think what HTG said to you, as far as maybe a class action, might be the route. But she'd probably end up like I did once with a class action suit with a check for 39 cents, because there's going to be how many X amount of people that lump onto how many X dollars. So,
right.
I mean, I feel for her. Actually, I thought maybe they showed a little quick picture of on CBS News last night, but they showed an ambulance with a gal that was, standing next to the rear of the ambulance with a split kneecap. But I think if her ankle was torqued too, I don't think that probably.
Well, I'm sure she didn't know all that stuff at first. I hate the fact that HTG is so smart. It's driving me crazy. Here's Tony. Tony, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? Hi, buddies. Those pipes belong to Con Edison, so you got a better shot at getting money out of Con Ed than the city. And they did do work on those pipes. I think they were saying on the news a couple of weeks before.
But they were old, terrible pipes.
Yeah.
They were like almost 100 years old, these pipes.
Right. And again, Con Edison actually owns the pipes. Those pipes deliver steam into the city. So in order to get any liability from the city, you'd have to prove that the city was somehow liable for not controlling the crowd. And at that point, they weren't on scene.
Thank you very much. Let me go over here to Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, listen, everybody's missing one point. When Mayor Bloomberg came on, he automatically said that this was the fault of the city. So, right there, the mayor said, hey, we screwed up. So,
right.
They should be responsible.
I think she's got some money coming her way. Now, I'm saying that as a high school shop major. I'm not saying that as a lawyer. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. We have Pepper on the phone right now, Earl?
Yes, we do.
Did he call us?
Yes, he did.
Okay. How you doing, Pep?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good. How's everything with your mom today?
We're still waiting to go into surgery. It's been pushed back another hour. Harlem Hospital is doing a bang-up job.
Harlem Hospital is a great place to be. If you need a kneecap, I'm willing to give you Fez's, because he doesn't really walk anyway.
Good, she needs it.
Fez, you came up here huffing and puffing today like a house of fire.
Yeah, it's I was in a subway train that stopped underground and then went to a crawl once it started moving. I was underground like twice as long as I should have been.
Right.
And
you thought it was because of the steam pipes.
And I thought,
Steam pipe Willie.
I'm waiting for the big steam cloud to come blowing past the subway train window.
Pepper?
Yeah.
What has happened to your mother has been taken on 100% by Fez.
My knee is killing me.
Nice.
So when you have these problems, come whisper to me. You cannot just make an announcement that Fez could hear. So did you really think that it was a steam thing? You thought there was problems down there?
Totally, yeah. That's all I can imagine is that now everything's ready to blow.
Yeah. Well, you're ready to blow, I'll say that.
To get out of that train, I would have done anything.
All right, Pepper, so your mom gets operated. We're trying to figure out if you got a case.
What's the verdict so far?
It's going back and forth. Now, obviously, we're trying. HTG has a friend who handles this kind of thing, and she's going to talk to him for you.
Steam cases.
Awesome.
She's a lawyer herself, as you know, but really only handles pal talk cases. So she doesn't like to get outside of the pal talk legal arena.
Shit.
The problem is that your mom did not get burned.
Yeah.
If I was you, I'd be pouring hot tea on her ass right now.
I gotta find the stove.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But it seems to me that any case against the city, against Con Ed, might be a good one just so they could shut this up to make sure your mom doesn't end up in the New York Times or on, 8 on your side or whatever these nutty things are. Like when you see that, it pisses the rest of us off. Why not help her?
Arnold Diaz. Shame, shame, shame.
We're not local, Fez. All right, so Pepper.
Yeah.
We're going to try to find out for you.
Oh,
but
good.
If anything, I'd try to burn her if I could.
I'll get on that.
Yeah. All right. What time's she going to the knife here today?
I don't know. We don't know. They have to wait for the doctor to get off lunch.
Okay. All right.
Well, you don't want them operating on an empty stomach.
And again, if you can get your hands on any pills, just do it. And
I'll break into the pharmacy.
Even if I decide not to take them, I would feel better knowing that the option is there.
Okay.
All right.
I know how that is.
All right. Good opening today, too, buddy.
Oh, what'd you guys do?
We did the bar fly into 40 ounces.
Oh, nice.
All right, pal. Take care.
Peace out, guys.
I got to tell you the truth, Fezzy. I love that kid.
Me too, and I'm very sorry to hear what's going on with his mother.
Well, to me, I'm happy. I'm thinking we got something good happening here. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
That me?
Yeah, I guess it is.
All right.
That's your Christian name.
Or something. I got a way that HTG can cover it.
Yeah.
You could make a claim for First Amendment freedom of knee injury.
All right, you're being silly. I got to get somebody on the phones here because silly is not funny. And we're trying to make some money for this kid. Here is Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I unfortunately think that she doesn't have much of a chance of succeeding here. Couple problems. First of all, New York is a state government agency, so you might run into the problem of sovereign immunity because they haven't agreed to be sued on something like that. But you're also going to have a problem of whether or not the stampede was foreseeable when the pipes burst. And I don't know about that. That's going to be an issue of fact, but it's going to be a tough case.
So you think that even though this thing took place, I don't know whether you saw it on TV, but
no, I didn't. I read about it, though.
It was absolutely massive, and it would create panic no matter where. I mean, if something like that happened anywhere, there would be a certain amount of panic, particularly in a post 9/11 world, blah, blah, blah. And the other thing, Mark, is he'd really like some money to get from his mom.
Oh, I understand. You got something probably against whoever actually built the pipes and whoever actually constructed it. But
I'm sure they're all long dead. These pipes are like 100 years old.
My thing is,
but if you might still have something maybe against the company. You're going to maybe run into a statute of limitations sort of thing, but I kind of doubt it because it just happened now.
But Mark, you're a lawyer, right?
Yeah. Don't
you think if either the city or Con Ed would like to get rid of this story and maybe throw out 6 figures like it's nothing? I would.
That's a public relations thing, and that's another story altogether. And Con Ed can definitely get sued, but the city, you're going to have a tough road to hoe on that one.
Let me tell you something about this city. We built this city on rock and roll. We didn't. I just made that up. It really isn't much of a rock town.
Now, with the, just citing another case, there was the woman that got hit in the head with the Macy's Day Parade balloon.
It's very weird. I was going to say the same exact thing. But there they could prove that the balloon that they were in charge of caused it.
Right, yeah, but that was also the city paying a settlement to that woman and not Macy's.
You are right. But we don't know what the Macy's Day deal is, if anything goes. Right. Like the Macy's is not responsible for everything up and down that street. They're not responsible for security, so we don't know what their deal is with the city. All right, thank you very much, Mark.
I was going to say, you brought up 9/11. The city was sued for 9/11, and it had nothing to do with it. Like they found all the stuff wrong with the firefighter equipment and they went back. So if they're liable for that.
We don't know what they are. I never heard of the city paying off
for
anything they did wrong.
Well, that was the thing with Giuliani, how they were complaining that he didn't help with the fire equipment. So city was partially responsible.
Yeah, but to what you're saying, but I don't know if that's legally true. People are accusing that, but I don't know of any court that blamed the city for anything that happened on 9/11. But now, you can sue about anything.
Yeah.
I could sue, Fez tomorrow. It doesn't mean that it's true. It just, I'll prove it. Obviously, I'm going to have to. Here is Bobby. Bobby, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, Ronnie. It sounds like you're representing his mother, so what's your cut going to be?
Well, I normally, like everything else, I just want to taste. I just want a little something to know that there's respect. I'm not looking for a lot of it. I'm probably 40%.
They're using your forum to get their message out.
I don't even want to say that, but yeah, it's true. By the way, Pitsy, you heard there's a little buzz about your career right now.
Yeah. It makes me feel better because yesterday Fez was telling me what basically a shit job I was doing.
Fez doesn't like you, and we have that problem.
Yeah.
And is this I want you to be his new Rory.
I'm trying. I've been going to the Hamptons. I've been doing my weekend thing.
I know. But Rory used to base his life around Fez's happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And Fez doesn't give back to people, and people aren't giving back to Fez. We do have a problem there.
Yeah, I disagreed with Wiki's assessment of Pitsy completely, that he would be ready to step into an executive producer role. My problem was I expected to see Pitsy being gangbusters.
Or gangbanged.
Yeah. And
who's calling you, Watley?
That's the chicken, Darlene.
Sidebar her. No, I'm only kidding. Go ahead and answer. We're on the goddamn air, Fez. What are you doing?
I'm answering the cell phone.
I'm on the air here. Who is it?
It's Darlene. It's the chicken.
Somebody who knows enough about radio not to call in the middle of a show.
Someone, yes, who works in radio.
Yeah.
I thought you would be, have yourself on somewhere else. Oh, God, I'm sorry.
No, what can we do for you, Darlene?
Well, I was calling to tell you I don't know if I can make it to see you.
Okay, I'll call you back later then.
Please do.
All right.
Light up Bonnie for me. Bye.
Bye.
What'd she say?
She didn't know if she could make it and to say hi to Ronnie.
Is she still hot?
It's been a while, but I'd say yeah.
Still got the slutty thing going on, or did she settle down?
She says she has a regular boyfriend.
Yeah.
But I think, once you got the slutty thing going on, you always got the slutty thing going on.
Here's our buddy Fred from Brooklyn. Fred.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What do you say, pal?
Hey, everything's good. I know exactly how Pepper's going to make money out of this.
How's that?
You get 20 balls of yarn, 2 knitting needles. I have an order for 2,000 potholders I got to fill, and she's only laying in the fucking bed anyway.
Ouch.
We could do this, Pepper. We could do it, baby.
Ouch. You know what? It's always nice when a friend is there when things go bad in your life.
At least it'll keep her busy for a recovery time.
This Lily news is going to rock you to your core.
I mean,
have you even heard the rumor?
No.
Go ask Dave the rumor. And you really don't know?
No.
Okay, but I do not want you to say it on the air. Now there is a reason why Lily is not paying attention with her hair. Nest, if you will.
It's been bad for a while.
Is that for real?
Yeah.
Wow. It really puts me out of the picture, doesn't
it? Something, though. Nick, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I was just going to say, man, if Pepper Hicks were all buddies, why don't we all pool shit together for his mom?
Do what?
Why don't we all pool some money together for his mom and listeners?
Why would we do it? We didn't blow up a steam pipe. Let him sue the proper places. Yeah, I hate when everyone... this reminds me of... Why don't we collect money for Africa? Well, that sounds nice, but we have a government to take care of that. I feel like you're collecting money for Africa every time you go into my paycheck. Go use that money. Go use that money for Louisiana.
I agree totally.
I'm not one of these small government guys. If the government's big, and let's face it, we're all these years under a Republican regime and we're still a big government, fine. Take care of it. Pay it out properly. You seem to have money for missiles.
Don't they have a fund for when they get sued? It's not like they're losing money. They have this money set aside.
What is that money going to matter? If they could throw these kids six figures, that would be a big deal. I guarantee you they pick up 6 figures in this office right now. So what is that about? Stop acting like that's 3 days for them. Stop acting like a big baby and give this woman her money. What's going on with the election news, Fezzy?